Good morning, everybody. So, the other day, I made this from the diamond press die, and it's pretty good size. I believe I measured it at 6. Oh, yeah, about 6 by like 4. Yeah, like almost 4, like 3 3/4. Anyways, it's good size. And when I made this, I had said, you know, have you ever thought about doing a Christmas tree with just paper ornaments? We have so many dies and stuff for paper ornaments. And then as I was cleaning out, now I don't know if I was doing Christmas in July when I left. I don't remember. I'm not going to look back. I don't edit. And I don't know if that's an edit or not, but it kind of feels like I could be doing an edit if I went to check. Maybe not, but whatever. Anyways, so I thought I was cleaning in here and I came across this set that came from Tonic. And actually, I have 2, I think, of these. Did I or did I not? Maybe not. For some reason, I thought I did. No, that won't fit in there. But I thought, well, a box could be an ornament as well. And so we are going to make one, and then we'll see if we can turn it into an ornament. My main thing is they're big, right? I mean, they're big. So, do we want them that big? I'm not sure if we do or not. I'm just thinking. Let's just make a gingerbread man, which I think I made the candy cane one. So let's go ahead. We need, see, they're saying main panel, and I think that's basically these 2. I think the lid is the largest, and for that we need 2, and then the main panel we need 4. That's a lot because they're good size. But I'm just gonna go for it. And we're just gonna see. When did I get these? This set. I don't remember when the set came out. If it was last year, if it was this year. I just don't know. Okay, we need 2 and 4. And then we need 4 of these. And 4 of those. So don't think it's gonna fit. We'll try. You know what? Look. Okay. So now I can get this in here. And this thinner one, I believe I need 4 of. You know what I should do? 2 sheets of paper also. So that I'm at least getting 2 per cut, right? I have them backwards, don't I? Do I? No. So, there we go. And then this one should, because it's smaller, fit there. There we go, we got it. So we'll get 2 of each this first time. The only thing might be that we don't get a good score line on the on these. Okay, so I needed 2 of the lids, and that's this one, the big one. So that die, because I don't want to mess up and do the wrong one, I'll put this die back. And then this one, I need 4 of. Uh-oh. I hope it cut. A little bit of I'm gonna, as long as it rips the big way, I can trim it with my scissors. This one, if it doesn't cut right, I will regret it. There is definitely a score line in it. Sometimes I want to do it 2 at a time, and then it ends up being more work than if I just ran it separately, right? That's just, I don't know. It didn't cut. I'm not going to mess too much with it. I'm gonna see if I can save it, but if I can't, then I'll just run it again. This one was fine. So with this one, I'm just going to give a little trim. Very easy to see where I need to go with it. But this one, let's see. Just going to it seems like it's just a few that didn't really cut out. You see what I mean? Sometimes it's not worth it, but I always do this for some reason. I always, even still, I feel the need to do 2 sheets of paper. And I'm wondering if I fold this, if I can get them. Because I got 2 sheets. 1 sheet right here is all I got right now. I don't have the 2 sheets. What did I do with the other die? Yeah. How about that? That's not gonna fit. So not the same paper, so let me grab some more paper because I'm sure that I'm gonna need more anyways for some of these other pieces. I'm sure of it. Isn't that funny? Like, it feels like a different size. It's not. It's just maybe where it creased it. Okay. So we'll put him this way. I want to make sure it's on the magnetic mat. We'll put this one this way. And this one this way. And we'll run that through. Maybe with it not being so close to the edge, this time it'll cut a little better. Okay. Now I'm gonna try stopping it. Okay. And coming back the other way. I have never had real good luck with this. Well, you gotta hold that button down, I guess, to go backwards. I didn't know that. Okay. So now I should be done with this one. And this one. And this one. The hard part is when you can't see the sheet. Okay. So now I should have that worked out better. All of my pieces, let's see. There's that one. And that one. And how did this one do? Okay. This is the one we gotta wonder about, right? This is the one. Let me go ahead and cut it out. See? Sometimes we just need to be able to lift it better. Okay. This one being in the middle certainly did not help it. And you can see that here. Yeah. This will take forever, won't it? I'm just going to do the right thing. And take one sheet of paper. This is why I just do the right thing. Don't do what I do. What a waste of time. Look how much faster this is going to be than trying to do that. How much faster is that? So much faster. And I just keep trying to do it. Always trying to do it. And I'm just wasting my time making things harder than they need to be. So don't do what I do. Look, no problems. Their dyes are good. It's all good. It is all good. Okay, now it wants me to take one of the main panel die cuts and cut a gingerbread man aperture centrally into the die cut as shown below. Repeat this process so that you have 2 main panel die cuts with central apertures. So I guess they want this cut out of 2 of those. So you just have to make sure that you're taking the main panel ones and not the slightly bigger ones, right? And I will do 2 of these because I believe that I'm pretty safe with that 2 of them. I just want to make sure I get it cut out nice and pretty even. Okay, go. No. I was going to back it out, but I didn't want to do that, so I'm going to. I have a problem with that for some reason. Okay. And see, I knew I was pretty safe with those, but now I have 2 of those and these. Now we're going to adhere your 4 base strip die cuts together using the glue side tabs. Add a curve to your strip by running it or a bone folder or the back of a scissor blade. Okay, so we're going to do that with all of them. If you look, I don't know where my bone folder is, so I'm just going to use a finger, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a little curve in it now using my fingers. For me, it is easier usually, depending on what it is. But I kind of also feel like I have a little bit more control, so if I just want a little bit of curve, you know, that's just a little bit of curve. If I want a lot of curve, I just have a little bit more control with the finger than I do with that. Oh, I didn't think. I always forget that I need to take care of the glue. Um, happens to me every time. Nope. That didn't work. I've got all these glue bottles. And I have trouble with every one of them. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with this one. I need to put this on something here. See, that doesn't even have an open tip. If I do open the tip, then I'm not going to have anything. Oh, yeah, I do. I have that. How that came on that. Okay. Let's try snipping. It probably needs more like a razor cut. But let's go ahead and try. Try just snipping the tip. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm gonna have way too much glue on here. One of these isn't even gonna need it. And it's gonna have it anyways. Okay, let's do it this way. Line them up as best you can. You want them to be pretty straight. Okay. It's getting ready to be dry. Okay. And then we will do the same thing for this one. Making it round. Just getting it started because we don't really know exactly where they're going to be until we go to put them on. So we're just getting them started. And you can see I'm just reading the instructions and going along. Just don't forget about the stuff you already have. Because I had already forgot that I even had these. And if I hadn't been cleaning, I don't know that I would have even used this set again. I mean, once I get everything sorted and they're in their correct box, and I'll be able to go in and look at Christmas. But right now, I just don't know how long that's going to take. It doesn't want to stay. Did I not get enough glue in there? It doesn't want to stay. I think I'm going to find that that's going to be too much glue now, because it's not going to want to dry for a while. And this one will. This is why I like fine tips. And this looks like a fine tip, but it's not coming out that way, but it is a little bit more liquidy. So it's coming out pretty easily. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully. Now, wrap your 4 base strip die cuts around your main panel die cut, starting from the designated point. What is the designated point? As shown below. Okay. After gluing all the base strips, position the apertured main panel underneath the glue tabs of the base strip. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. I'm going to fold in these. Not too much, because then they'll be harder to glue down. But you do want to fold it in the right spot, or it's going to stick out too much. But you don't want them pointed down too much, is what I'm trying to say. So you want the fold right, but you don't want to leave them folded too far down. And it looks like I'm going to have a little bit of trouble getting them folded down the right edge. So what we might want to do next time is do it. And I need to get one of those metal rulers, and then you could butt it up against the side of that and use that to help you fold it on the line. If I remember, the candy cane one was huge. And I'm just curious if These are all going to be too big. Okay, so now I want the big one. Right? You're going to take a big one. I want to make sure that I have the big one. The lid. No. The main panel. I don't want the bigger one. I want the smaller one. Okay. So I'm gonna, they say to start it here. So I'm gonna go this way. So, nope, not that. This. I think I was gonna go on the top, but maybe no. I think, what am I doing here? Along the bottom, I think. Probably doing the wrong thing. Okay. But I think that's gonna help me get my curves and everything right. Oh, I guess this is not my day to do this. Nothing. I guess I need to do a smaller section at a time. You know what I need? I got some really cute ones. That's not gonna work. They're gonna have to be too long. So those won't work either. This is usually not such a big issue, so tell me the glue's gonna dry up on me now, please. Please, please, no. Okay. This just doesn't seem to be the thing for me to do today. But I tell you what, I'm kind of thinking that they shouldn't have been joined. I should have left these pieces unjoined and joined them on this. So look. So I'm not fighting such a big piece. Doesn't want to stay. So is it the glue? That wouldn't make any sense. See, and we gotta come in and turn this like this. I know this is wrong, but I'm gonna try this because I'm having so much trouble with this. And I feel like I'm fighting this long piece. Look at it, just not wanting to stay at all. What in the world? It glued everything else. Why would it not? Work here all of a sudden. Maybe I need to get them tips down. I am telling you right now that I normally am a pretty patient person. But this has just got me completely thrown for a loop here. I can't get this to stick. And what a terrible waste of a video. Nope. the bad thing, not bad thing, it's a good thing, but it's kind of sad because I promised to be honest with you, and so I'm going to have to still post this video so you all can see that I didn't make it this time. This time, I don't know. The glue was working. Look, the glue works. So it's not the glue. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And it's just not sticking. These little pokey tabs are just not working. And if anybody has any ideas, I remember doing the candy cane, but it did not have turns like this. And look, every time I go into another turn, these ones loosen. I don't know, look. I had less glue, that didn't work. I had more glue, that's not working. I don't understand. It must be the glue, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why this is not working. I just don't get it. And the only other thing I can think of is no, I can't even get it to turn and stay in place. Because I was thinking if I went ahead and glued down the other one where this one is, as I go, glue it down, then it would help to hold it in place. But I can't even get it to stay. I can't even get it to stay in place. I'm gonna see if this cap here, no, I am gonna pour this glue in here. That's not. I know it's not the same glue because this one wasn't opened. It was still closed. This bottle broke. Glue is important. The glue that we use makes a difference. And I'm sure that's got to be the issue. For some reason, it doesn't like that glue. Too much water. Too much something. Let's try it. Okay, let me just get this curve stuck down. It must be the glue because now it's sticking down. And what did I do? I just pulled it back up, didn't I? Y'all, it's coming off again. Oh my goodness, it's coming off again. Man, this whole paper now is just very, very sticky. There's no reason why it shouldn't hold. It's so sticky. Look at my finger. It still is not. Staying. How many of you are going to do this? How many of you can see what I'm doing wrong that I can't see? Do I need to hold it down longer? How many of you have the patience to hold it down longer? I do not remember this being an issue with the candy cane. Was it? Okay. It looks like it's going to stay now. And if that's the case, then it had to be the glue, right? Now I gotta see if I can glue them pieces back on here. That is not even straight. You see how that's bowed out there? That is bowed out. Okay. It's bowed out here. But this has to go back on here. So I'm going to trim it back up. So it was back behind it. Now I'm going to have to make it in front of it. If that makes sense. It came off. I guess it was too soon. It keeps coming off. It keeps pulling away. Maybe, I wonder. Of course it's staying now. I'm kind of wondering if the paper is too firm and not giving me enough. Let's keep going. Let's see what happens now that this glue seems to be kind of working. And maybe since I went to the back, I should probably fold them better. I bet that will help too. Try to find the reasons for all of this trouble. But remember what I said, don't fold them back too much because you have a hard time getting them to stick. And maybe I was wrong about that. Look. Okay. I definitely have to go collect myself because I have lost too much patience and No, this one's staying real good. I lost too much patience, and I don't know. I got to think about this, and I have to decide if I want to carry on and try to get this to work, because look, now they're sticking. But that's not even good. They just moved. They're still moving. Maybe I did have problems with the candy cane and I just don't remember it. These still do want to lift. Okay. An hour. I've been working on this. I'm going to post the video because I don't hide nothing from you, but I was not successful, and I will put that in the title. Unsuccessfully not making, no. Unsuccessful in my attempt to make Tonic's gingerbread man box. That's what I'm going to have to do. All right, everybody, I am sorry about that. And you didn't have to watch, I guess. So, if I want to say if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. But this was the stuff that made me start my channel. Everybody's on there making it look so easy and it's going so smooth, and they don't show it not going well when things can go wrong, because they do go wrong. So, all right. Thank you for joining me. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.